Hello. Hello everybody. I know this is kind of spur of the moment, but just want to get a couple words out there. I know a few people I've been talking to in the Between Streams Discord have been a little disheartened lately, so I thought I'd kind of chime in and do a little surprise stream here. It's been an alright day. I've been up all night, but first, I guess before we do that, thank you, Imi, Cat Earface, and Vengeance. Cat Earface and Imi, thank you for the follows. Vengeance, thank you for the sub. I do appreciate it, man. You're too kind. But I think a lot of people have been kind of having trouble getting into streaming or staying with it because I don't think they really realize what it actually is. I think it's like I was doing a couple days ago when I streamed last. I think it was like 10 or 11 days ago. But I think people are losing heart of what it really means. And I think it's just only because it means a lot of different things to a lot of different people. Like for me, I mean, first things first, sorry, I did write a little stuff here, so I'm gonna actually try to abide by it, because I know, like, for me personally, like, right when I start looking at the camera or at chat, my mind goes blank. So, that's what I've been doing for a long time. Probably at 5 this morning, I was still awake, writing stuff, just because I wanted to plan a little something. But, first off, one thing I really do believe in is that if you want success in streaming, you cannot do this just as a hobby. And if you're doing it as a hobby, you cannot expect great success. It's just, it's not that I'm getting tired of hearing it, because people have passion. I'm gonna lower the mic volume just a tad. I can see it spiking just a little bit. Sorry. There we go. I see tons of people have the passion for it, but I mean, it's so disheartening because they want to do it because, like, because they do what they love, and that's, I mean, it's a solid argument, yeah, but it's like you have to go all in with it if you want to do great and be successful with it. It's not just about playing video games. It's really not, and it's about content creation. I mean, that's my personal opinion of it. It's my description of streaming. It's not about the games you're playing. It's about the content you're making with those games, whether it be with your creativity or playing with others. The aura you bring to it, it's your creativity. That's the big thing about it. It's not just there's so many people, there's so many streams. I'll just go in there, I'll lurk. Like, shit, yesterday I had 7 tabs open in Chrome. My poor computer. 7 tabs of different people streaming, just because I love to watch and encourage people and try to help them out if I can. It's one of my favorite things to do, man. I think that's why I've taken so much time off from streaming, because I love just watching people stream and trying to help as much as I can. And I know I don't really have a lot of credentials for that because I'm not a big streamer. I mean, obviously I've got what, 62 followers, whatever. But I feel like I've been trying to play to my strengths lately, because I've been kind of let go of that. And one of my strengths is that I just do an absurd amount of research on everything. Whether it's working out, like I was talking about last stream, working out, playing League of Legends ranked, coaching in League of Legends, whether it's streaming, whether it's, training my dog, my new puppy. I've spent so much time researching that I don't do these things, except for the dog. I've been training him pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. He's a good boy. But, like, you have to generate this consumable and appealing and addicting content for streaming. It's not just clicking that go live button and playing the game and looking at your chat every now and then. It's so much more than that, and I think people have kind of lost track of that. And if they haven't, and if they want to do that as a hobby, that's fine. That's great. You have fun, do it as your hobby. But I don't want to see, oh, I'm not getting affiliate, oh, my followers are leaving. And I'm not calling anybody out. It may sound like I am, but I'm 100% not. I promise. But it's just, it really is a full-time gig. And if you want it to be a job, you need to treat it like one. You need to treat it like one, excuse me. And you could say, well, you have to enjoy what you do, and you have to love streaming to be able to make it, right? And that's not true at all. I'm sorry. That's just, I don't agree with that at all. I'm not saying you can't enjoy it, because you absolutely can. That's 100% true. You can enjoy it and make it big. But enjoying it is not a prerequisite to making it successful. Ask any accountant or, you know, I mean, I'm sorry, I'm probably going to get a whole bunch of backlash by accountants now that love their job. But people don't become accountants or, you know, anything like that because it's what they're passionate about. At least I don't think so. I mean, I'm sure there's probably one or two accountants out there that just love accounting. But I feel like they do it because they're good at it. They know it's stable and they know it can get them a decent amount of money. Sure, that's fine. But they don't have to enjoy it, you know? And I'm not saying, like I said, you shouldn't think of it as I'm saying that you don't have to enjoy streaming, because, I mean, you can. That's fine. That's great. But if you say, like, if you take the idea that if you're not feeling good that day, you can just take a day off, you know, you're fine. Like, if you want to be successful, I just don't think you can do that. And I'm not saying you need to stream every single day, but you have, like, when you're feeling the most down, that's when you need to push them the most. You really do. Because you have to stay with it. And there's so many people that, even myself, I'm like the biggest example of this. That I got so down on myself that I just quit. I just have taken a step back and really tried to rebrand. I've been working on emotes, I've been working on panels and transitions and like just changing font on my stream. Just little stuff like that. Little tiny creative stuff like that I think is going to help. I really do. Because I want this to be a job and I'm going to treat it like a job. I'm not going to say, well, I'm just not really feeling it today. I'm probably just going to take a day off. No big deal. Because even I'm not streaming. I haven't streamed in 10 days. And before that, it was like 3 months. All that time, I have planning. Even though I haven't been live, I haven't been like stopping streaming in my head. Like I've been working on the content, like trying to like create marketing and what is it? Social networking. I've been going onto Twitter, like making that appealing a little bit. I'm still new to Twitter. I've never had one until I started streaming. But, you know, working with YouTube, all I have right now is my little Dark Souls 2 playthrough. I need to do more with that. That's one thing that's on my checklist, is to get better at putting myself at different platforms. And, like, I feel like a lot of people wanted to start streaming because they just wanted to play video games for money. And I think that's okay. It's okay to want that, because it sounds easy, you know? You see all these pro gamers and everybody just going out there playing their games or getting tons of cash. And not everybody's making that kind of money, come on now. But you get people like Shroud and all the other pro gamers that are just amazing, and they're making, you know, $1 million a year. Like, just from subs alone or something. Not even counting donations or anything like that, you know? And it's like, I feel like a lot of people have been trying to stream every day, and they're like, I have to do it every day, which it's fine if you do. I'm not saying it's a bad thing if you do that, but I think a lot of people are saying that they're streaming every day, and they're streaming for 8 hours a day for those 0 viewers, and they're like, oh, I just gotta get back to the grind. It's all gonna pay off. Just gotta keep grinding. No, that is, I feel like that is 100% wrong, and I'm sorry to say that. I know. I should have put a disclaimer at the beginning of this that it's going to be a little bit ranty, and it is my personal opinion. I'm not saying it's fact. Of course it's not. But I just feel like people have kind of lost sight of some of the stuff. Sorry, my screen turned off. There we go. But I feel like if you're streaming for 0 viewers and 8 hours a day, all you're doing is playing the game, you know, looking at chat every now and then, you're not saying anything. You're just going live, and you're like, well, I just gotta keep doing the grind. That's not streaming to me. That's just being lazy. That's just saying, I want to get big and make money playing my video game my way, even though everybody's doing it like that, you know? I think it's just so much more. Like, I really I think it's one of the reasons, another reason why I didn't like start streaming again, like video games, like actual content. This is my content right now. I feel like I am decent at just absorbing an absurd amount of advice and research and I'm just trying to help everybody else out too. And it may seem a little bit preachy, but I'm sorry for that. But I mean, it's not easy. It's really not. And I feel like a lot of people should focus on just growing with not the games they're playing, not their skill. I couldn't care less if you're the best League of Legends player or whatever. I mean, that's not the point. I really want people, if they feel like they're kind of falling in a rut, I really want you guys to take a step back and try to grow with your creativity instead. Please. Like, really think about it. I don't want to be, like, if you want to aim to be the best Apex player and, you know, grow that way, that's fine. You can go for that. But if you want to be the best streamer, I think you need to just really take a step back, look at your platform, and adjust accordingly. You need to get that creativity out, and because I know you guys can do this. I'm not talking about just people in between streams. I'm talking about just streamers everywhere. I know you guys can do this. I'm not saying it's not easy, or I'm not saying it's not hard, excuse me, because it's really hard. Like, I get huge creativity blocks in my head. That's the hardest part for me, is finding the idea. Like, I can weasel my way around Photoshop or any video editor and stuff like that for hours and finally squeeze out a poor excuse for an emote. But I mean, it's finding that idea. It's hard. And I know a lot of people can be creative, and I want them to really focus on the creative part in their streams. I think it'd be so much fun, and I think they're going to feel a lot better with what they're doing instead of just playing the game and being like, well, we lost 4 followers today. I don't know why I looked at my watch for the follower thing. That doesn't make any sense. but that's honestly why I haven't streamed in a bit. I want to make quality content. I really do. And I'm not saying Dark Souls 2 or Dark Souls 3 wasn't quality. I felt good playing it, but I think it's just my mindset is kind of changing, because my question that I asked myself that made me quit, and I'm sorry if this hinders anybody else's growth, but the question I always want to ask myself is, why would somebody watch me over the person at the top of the list? Why? Especially in these games like Fortnite, Apex, League of Legends. WoW has been creeping up there with the WoW Classic thing going up soon. Why, out of all those thousands and thousands of people in that channel, would they want to watch mine? And I think that's why I quit, because I couldn't answer that question. So that's why I'm taking a step back. I know I've said that phrase like 8 times this one stream. I'm taking a second to just kind of rethink what streaming means to me. And it's helping my mentality so much. It really is. Like, just being active in the Discord, talking to people, bouncing things off. Like, I feel like it really, really helps your head when you can get those creative juices flowing. It really does. It does to me anyway. But I've spent, like, so many countless and sleepless nights just researching everything with, I know I mentioned it last time, but my favorite term as of late is called analysis paralysis. And that's when you overthink everything so much that you end up not even doing it. Like, just like with working out for me. Whenever me and my wife were going to work out more recently, I spent so much time learning the correct lifts to do and like the correct routine. Should I do 3 full body days, or should I do, you know, back and buys and then tries and shoulders the next day and then blah 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 blah. I spent so much time researching all of that I never went to the gym again. We went a couple times. I just laid on the bench. We just knocked him out. It was fun because she had never been on a bench press before, and she did great. She did so much more weight than she thought she was going to, and it felt really good to see that. But after that, I get lost in the sauce, man. And that's why this is my push to really just get out there and start streaming again. Because whether this is my content or playing a game, you know, that's my goal with this, with all these little just chatting things. I think it helps me kind of because I type all this stuff out. I try to plan some things, not really a script, but just kind of footnotes to kind of really go over what I'm gonna go through that day. And it's really been helping me. Like, I think it helps my brain whenever I say everything like this, because I can really, especially on a VOD, then I can watch the VOD over and over again and kind of analyze what's going on and everything like that. But I really just I overthink to no end because I just hunger for the success. Excuse me. I like I said last time, it's like I'm nearing 30, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that, but I feel like I don't have much to show for it. Sure, I did some stuff in the military, but I mean, to me, it's not really making an impression. And that's fine. Like, not everybody has to make an impression. Not everybody has to be the best. It's okay to be mediocre. It's fine. It's life. I know that's kind of depressing, but it's okay if you're not the best at anything. That's fine. You're just be a good human being. You can do that. That has nothing to do with skill. That's all you. That really is. And it's been so much fun just networking with social media and going with between streams and talking to everybody and other streamers, but it's been tough. Like, it kills me to see people complain about like not hitting affiliate when I feel like their heart or their head just isn't in the right spot. Like I was saying earlier, they just want to turn on their game, they want to hit that go live button, and they just want to go. They're not talking, they're just playing the game. They'll look at their chat, oh, nobody's watching. Oh. Or they'll have their, like I always have my viewers hidden. They'll click on it, they'll look their viewers, oh, there's nobody watching. Oh, what am I gonna do? I guess I'll just keep playing for 8 hours a day. I mean, I'm saying it. It's just, you know, it like pull your head, please. Just pull your head. Like, a lot of times I try to hop in, like I was saying yesterday, or like I was saying earlier yesterday, I had 7 tabs at different streamers open on Chrome, which, yes, I'm sorry, computer, because it's free real estate. But it, like, I just try to lurk everywhere I can because I just love observing, seeing what they're doing good. I can take things from that, not blatantly take things, but like I can learn from that and I can offer advice, like whether it's technical difficulties or, you know, some sort of, hey, you don't have anything under your stream, like your bio is empty, there's no panels or anything, like maybe make something nice and flashy down there or something. At least, like, I want to know about you. Like, who are you? Why should I give you my time? My time is precious. I'm a viewer. I'm a Twitch viewer. Why should I give you my time? Huh? And maybe I'm just overthinking that as well, but that's just how my head works, man. It's weird. Like if I see something that I think can really help out, I try to actually say it. Like, I know a lot of people go in there and like they'll have the wrong scene up where it's just the big cam and they'll have the game in the tiny little window and nobody will say anything. They'll just be like, man, this streamer sucks. He's not very good. I'll be like, hey buddy, you're in the wrong scene. They're like, oh, thanks man. Appreciate it. And they would have streamed for like 3 hours and nobody, it's like when you have like something in your teeth or something in your nose and nobody says anything, it's infuriating, you know? It's awful. So you're walking down and going to work and nobody said anything, you got a big thing just hanging out of your schnoz for 5 hours and nobody just says, hey, that's it, that's all it takes, 2 seconds. But anyway, I digress. But yeah, I do lurk a lot and I do try to offer advice whenever I can, and it's the best part is whenever I lurk the second time and to see if there's any adjustment. If not, that's fine, that's okay. But it makes me feel really good if they do change something, if they make an attempt. It's great. I'll try to ask them about it, like, hey, how are the panels coming or something? And if they say, yeah, I'm trying to throw around some ideas, that's cool, that's great. It's gonna take time. Like, don't rush anything. Don't buy super expensive panels if you're just starting out or anything like that. Just, you're fine. Don't do that. Like, just go through hundreds of different overlays. throw things and see what sticks. See what you like. Sometimes you might not like anything that happens this time or that time or whatever, but just try things out. Flex that creativity in your brain, man. It's all it takes. But like one of the things I try to really stress is big stream turnoffs. Like for me, some of the big turnoffs is having your viewer count like a visible, like what's the thing? Like something on the actual stream, like overlay. Like they'll always have the same one, the Twitch symbol with the 0 or the Twitch symbol with the 4 or something like that. That's fine. That's great. But I mean, it's really just all it says to me is this is what I want. I'm begging for your attention. Please give it to me. And same thing if you have like affiliate, the word affiliate in your title, the word follow for follow, or the F or F or whatever in your title, immediate turn off. Because all it, like, I mean, if you're like trying to be like, oh, I'm not gonna stop streaming until I have 8 subs, it's just like it just reeks of desperation, and that'll turn people off whether they know it or not. I think it's more of a subconscious psychological thing, because everybody just always has that, we're on that grind for affiliate, let's go, and it's just, nobody wants to help you, and if they do, it's out of pity or because they're just trying to be nice. They're gonna hit that follow to help you get affiliate, and then they're gonna take off and never come back, because it doesn't cost anything to them, and affiliate doesn't mean shit. It really doesn't. I'm sorry if that offends people, but affiliate doesn't mean anything. It really doesn't. I'm not saying you can't be happy for attaining it, because I was happy when I got affiliate, sure. But in reality, it doesn't do anything. If anything, it gives people more room to kind of be like, I made affiliate, please hit my sub button. By the way, Twitch Prime, and everything like that. Sure, it's funny, but I mean, come on now. You gotta work on some stuff. I feel like people, when they do that, if they follow, they're following out of like being guilt tripped into it, instead of like out of having a genuine thing. It's like when you are going to a birthday party and somebody's like if it's your birthday, or if you're going to somebody's birthday and they say, hey, I want you to buy me this gift, and you're like, okay, that's weird, but I would have rather just surprised you with a gift. That's fine, and you give it to them, and you're like, fine, it's exactly what they wanted, but you don't feel good about it, you know? You're just like, here's whatever you asked for, sure. And it's like you would have rather have made him, or like given that on your own accord or something. But it just feels nasty, man. You know, not nasty, just it feels unclean. You know, I don't know. It's weird. Streaming's a weird thing. It really is. Like I try to do what I can to keep up with everything in terms of just people in the Discord. I try to say, hey, if you really need help, please don't hesitate to ask. I'm always here for you guys. But there's so many people in the Live Now channel or anything like that that don't talk at all in the Discord, and then they're just like, oh man, I just can't hit affiliate, what's going on? Or people have hundreds of followers and they just don't have that viewer average, man. The viewer average is easy if you just be like, be active in the chat, man. We're willing to help. That's it. If we want to get that huge milestone that is affiliate, just ask. That's all it takes. Just be, what's going on, Toxic? Just be not a huge shitlord. There's so many people that are like, ooh, I'm gonna join this. Just want clout, man? Yeah, you got it. You good, man. But it's not a big deal. Like I've been having a lot of fun just picking up random games that everybody else is playing. Like I tried Ironside yesterday and today. It's been fun. I haven't played a Call of Duty game in a long time. But it's just, my brain is always working on the streaming thing. It's so much more than just playing the games, guys. Sure, you can try to make it big, and you can go look at these big streamers' advices, and they say, you said, oh, you just have to love it. Just stream every day. Be there every day, 8 hours a day. Just keep at it. Do not do that, please. That is terrible advice. Because one, a lot of these people never started as 0 viewers. They started because they were pro gamers. They already had a following. Or a lot of people started in YouTube and they brought their following from YouTube. And they don't do that. You just please flex your creativity. You need to get your creativity out there. That's what's going to help you grow. Don't worry about growing tall. Grow solid. Get swole. You know what I mean? It's more than just like it's more than just the number of followers and the number of viewers. It's the quality of those views and followers and, God willing, subscribers. It's so much more than that. And if you guys really want to stream, you boys and girls, and everything in between, if you guys really want to make it successful streaming, do not act like it's a hobby. Like, it's so much more than that. And I know I'm getting a little preachy and working in circles, but please, just, I know you guys can do it. I really believe in you guys. But I think it's all I have written down for now, so I might just end it here. Toxic, appreciate you stopping by, my bud. Thank you again for Cat Ear Face for the follows. Vengeance, thank you for the tier 1 sub. You're awesome, my man. I know I don't deserve it, but I do appreciate it. But I think that's all it is for today. But I'll catch you all on the flip side. Take it easy.